To disrupt a global finance crime, MI6 assigns William Shanahan of the SAS with the help of Jack Gawain of the Ulster Defense Association. As the operation moves forward with full force, Shanahan and Gawain face an array of moral issues and deadly enemies. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, the two enter a race against time and insurmountable odds. In this scene, Shanahan meets Gawain for the first time in Magherbury Prison, Belfast. Shanahan approached the small cell at the end of a short, sterile corridor and saw Gawain rise lazily from his cot and stand to face him.
"Right on time. I like that. Have a seat."
"Captain William Shanahan, Military Intelligence," he introduced himself.
"Jack Gawain, my pleasure."
"I trust you were informed as to the nature of my visit."
"West Belfast?"
"I beg your pardon?"
"West Belfast? You were born there. I'm sure you moved to the east side at one time or another, then the UK for a short time before or after you enlisted. You never lose the accent, you know. It's kind of like a coal miner. Once they get the soot in their skin, it never comes out."
"Just like they'll always know you're from Ulster to the day you die," Shanahan replied curtly. He knew this was coming and did all in his power to avoid it, but he took an immediate dislike to the man.
"I must say, I've always envied you fellows who took the plunge."
Gawain lit a cigarette without offering one to his visitor.
"It was the best thing, the noble thing to do. It truly changes a man's character, and you certainly are a perfect example of that."
"I'm sure you had plenty of chances." Shanahan was brusque. "The constabulary, the reserves, the army, but you chose your own path."
"And so I did."
Gawain blew a stream of smoke to the side. "I'm sure you and your colleagues thought so, yet here I am, and there you are. So putting all that aside, now is your chance to make amends."
"And what makes right and wrong?"
Gawain narrowed his eyes.
"The victors are the ones who write history, yet the revisionists rewrite the history and put a different spin on it all. Do you think those radicals demonstrating in the streets of London are going to let matters rest 20 years from now? Right now, whatever medals you've earned make you a hero of our nation. How will it feel once you've retired and they start mocking your efforts as a criminal attack on the Iraqi people? I think you may get an idea of how I'm feeling right now."
"Sorry to differ, but I was part of an international campaign against a criminal regime," Shanahan said blandly. "You were part of a vigilante organisation that murdered civilian relatives of organised criminals. Perhaps the Iraq War will be whitewashed and reinterpreted in generations to come, but yours was an illegal enterprise from start to finish."
"And who do you think it was that gave us the power, Captain Shanahan?"
Gawain grinned wickedly.
"Do you think for 1 minute that it wasn't the police or the British Army standing by while we stood up for them in the line of fire against the IRA? We have our share of KIAs and our share of martyrs. You can sit there and gloat while I sit here as a prisoner of war, but the day will come when you are as old and as weak as the tea we're giving her daily. The day will come when those Iraqi kids are peeing on your porch, blowing their nose on the Union Jack on your front lawn, and there won't be a damn thing you'll do about it."
"All you're doing is changing the cast of characters," Shanahan shrugged. 5 years ago, you'd have been talking about Catholic Waynes doing such things. All you've done is set your sights on a different game."
"And what'll it be for you, Captain Shanahan?"
Gawain's gaze bored into his eyes.
"Maybe this is the pot at the end of your rainbow, but do you think varnish lasts forever?"
"You know this is a one-time offer." Shanahan cleared his throat despite his best efforts. "The offer expires once I walk out that door."
"Pray tell."
Gawain clasped his fingers.
"Who do I have to kill? I'm here for a triple life sentence for sending over 30 IRA men and their confederates to hell."
"Plus a number of women and children unaccounted for at your trial?"
"Let me ask you this, Captain."
Gawain leaned forward intently.
"You won your medals by saving lives against impossible odds. Why don't we change the channel and take a peek at an East Sider fighting off ski-masked IRA riflemen with his screaming wife and children huddled about him? It's the same game, played on different sides. You wear your medals with pride, and though mine are invisible, so do I."
"Like I said, Gawain," Shanahan rose from his chair, "it's a one-time offer.